Hey guys, what's up? It's Drew here, and today we're going to be taking a look at all of the new effects and additions to the exotic armor, the first wave of the exotic armor changes. Firstly, we're going to take a look at the Mechanier's Trick Sleeve. So these boost sidearm damage by 1.33%, that's pretty much the same damage percentage as Kill Clip does, however is only activated by swapping to a sidearm, specifically after being critically wounded or red health. So no, you don't get increased damage by just having them on or having the sidearm out. You have to swap to it to activate it after being red health. It has roughly the same duration as Kill Clip, what I count it to be about 4 seconds or so, and it can stack with Rampage and Kill Clip. With a 300 RPM, with Rampage I got 56 to the head, and with a Kill Clip 300 RPM sidearm I got 67 to the head. Moving on now to the Dragon Shadow, this still gives you a slight increase to sprint speed and lasts about 10 seconds or so, give or take. A new addition though, it reloads all your weapons, your kinetic, energy, and power weapon all together with a single dodge. And what's great is that this does stack with the Gambler's Dodge effect, so you can essentially get the effect of the Marksman Dodge, but still get the effect of the Gambler's Dodge as well with this exotic. Another new bonus is that it gives you +5 mobility for the duration that it's active, however it does not ever exceed 10, meaning you can't use 10 mobility and expect more than that, like some equivalent to 15 mobility, and you can't use something like 7 mobility and expect to get any more than 10 either. Moving on to our Warlock exotics, the sunbracers are the first we'll be taking a look at. So their melee ability kills now grant unlimited grenade energy for a certain duration. It lasts about 5 seconds, but the key thing here is that it's only activated upon getting a solar melee ability kill. This means a normal melee does not count as a solar melee ability kill. You have to use your ability charged melee to kill them to achieve this effect. Like I said, this ability lasts for 5 seconds and allows you to throw 5 grenades after activating it. However, this perk only works with solar flare grenades. The sunbracers do still have a hidden perk of increased throw distance though. The Lunafaction boots now give a new purpose to empowering rifts. They increase range and aim assist on weapons when you're standing in the rift. Again, it only works though for an empowering rift. For an idea on how much the range gets increased, the Sturm gets a damage drop off regularly at 31 meters. However, that changes and is boosted to 67 meters with the Lunafaction boots and empowering rift, which is 2.16 times. The stochastic variable as a 600 RPM SMG gets a damage drop off starting at 17 meters, but gets upgraded to 42 meters for a 2.35 times bonus in range. Otherwise, the Lunafaction boots with either rift allow you to get instant reload on all your weapons, so you can just continuously fire them for as long as you're standing in the rift. Moving on to our Titan exotics, starting with the Lion Rampant. The Lion Rampant not only improves your lift abilities, but now hip firing no longer interrupts the lift ability, so you can continuously hip fire as you use your lift. You, in addition to that, get increased hip fire accuracy while airborne. You can tell based on the crosshairs when you're not using Lion Rampant, they change when you're in the air, but when you're using Lion Rampant, they do not. Last but certainly not least is the synthoceps. These gauntlets of course increase your melee range quite considerably, but now increases melee damage when surrounded by 3 people. It's an increased damage to 180 damage per melee, so 2 times damage, for 8 seconds after being surrounded by 3 people. So to clarify, this effect will continue for 8 seconds after being surrounded initially. Now I was thinking about the Sentinel melee, because when you have overshield with the Sentinel melee, it increases your damage to 135. And sure enough, the Synthoceps damage does stack with Sentinel melee to buff your melee damage to 270. Yes, a one-hit melee. The increased melee effect does trigger against people through walls and people that are not visible to you, and gives an indicator of when the buff is active, which is of course information to you of when and how many people are near you. And this buff activates within, it would seem, a 13 meter or so radius. And I might be being generous on that one. It could be 14 or 15 meters. This buff also increases super damage while active by 50%. This means that a Sentinel super essentially deals about 160 or 170 I believe on an initial normal melee hit, but on its second in-air attack that does the shield bash, can kill supers in one hit with 224 damage. Anyways guys, these are all the effects and all the changes to the current exotic armor. This is of course the first wave of changes, so I'm sure there are many to come. I'm going to reserve my opinions on these for a later video. Hopefully I'll get this out sooner rather than later, but I have a lot to say about the exotic changes here. On a side note, of course, we do still have the emblem giveaway going on. Leave your Battle.net, PSN, or Xbox Live down in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you don't have them on already. And we will be giving that away shortly next month on the 15th if you are interested. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do share your thoughts in the comments below, because I'd like to have as much to consider as possible for when I make my thoughts video. And as always, it's been Drew here today. I'll catch you guys later.